Hi folks, this is Mrs. Gershon here. I'm going to go through your words this week, reading them to you. As I'm reading, I want you to see if you can kind of pick up some of the similar sounds that I'm saying. We are still going to be working with vowels, so you're going to want to concentrate on that as I'm reading the words. I'm going to start right here in this column with part, and I'm going to work my way down. So we have part, harm, wear, stare, square, heart, bear. Back up here to the top, care, fair, pair, sharp, wear, hair, shark, stare. In our last column, starting with hair, start, chair, pair, dark, pair, fair, and bear. Now, as I was reading those words, you were probably noticing that you heard a lot of the R sound, and oftentimes R's actually control the vowels in our word. So we're going to look at some different combinations of how R is controlling our vowels. Sometimes R makes our vowels sound short, and then sometimes R makes our vowel sound long, depending the combination of letters that you put together. So up here in the top right hand corner we have our first pattern. We see AR. Now AR together is going to make a short A sound, where R is actually doing most of the controlling here. I'm looking at our bold words up top, such as in the word part, we hear R. I'm looking through some of my words here and I'm seeing harm, AR. I'm also seeing, let's see here, sharp. Let's find sharp. Here it is, sharp. I'm also seeing dark and shark. We're seeing the short vowel sounds there. There might be a couple more. Oh, I'm also seeing the word start. So that's really making the short vowel sound. You're hearing with those words. Now, as I was reading through, you probably noticed that when I said the word heart, it's the same sound right here in this first column. It's the same sound as part, harm, shark, sharp, start, dark. You hear heart. Now, there's a very simple explanation for why heart is spelled E-A-R. Back in the old days, a heart that was spelled like part, harm, and shark, a heart was a male deer. So when they were spelling the word heart, they had to use EAR because AR was already taken in the word heart. So yeah, heart is going to be one of your oddballs this week. Now the rest of our words this week are going to be long vowel sounds, and you're going to notice that there are a couple different ways that you can make the long vowel sound where R kind of does the controlling. I'm looking at this first one, A-R-E, that I put over here on the right hand side. A-R-E is going to say the word air, or the sound air, I should say. So I'm looking through my words here. I have stare, pair, I also have fair, bear, and I also have, let's see, hair. Now you might be wondering what some of these are. Oh, bold at the top, care, and square. So you're hearing that air sound as you're saying that. Now there's a couple words I want to bring to your attention. Pear. That's not the fruit that we eat. That pear is when you're like cutting the skin off of a piece of fruit, like a lemon or a lime. That's called paring the fruit. The hair in this middle column also, that is a large rabbit. Then down here, I have fair. Now this fair is not like the fair you go to play games, or if something is fair or not fair. This is actually like the fare you would have to pay to get on a bus or a train. It's a payment, it's money. And then bear down here is not our animal. That's like walking in your bare feet. You have nothing on your feet. So we have another long vowel sound that's making the air sound other than A-R-E, and it's A-I-R, like in the word hair, which probably makes more sense to us because A-I-R actually spells air, like the air we breathe. So I'm going through my words here and I see fair. That is like the fair, whether or not something is fair or not fair. I'm also seeing the word stair, like your staircase at home that you walk up. I have chair, pair, that is putting together a pair of socks, something that matches. So those are our AIR words. I may have missed one, but I think when you do your sort, you'll be able to find it. Now, you might be noticing I have some words that I haven't underlined yet. And I did that for a reason, because we have this pattern that is also making the air sound, but it looks really funny to us. And I'll bring your attention to it over here on the left-hand side, EAR. Now we know that is actually a word, the word ear, but sometimes EAR does not always make the ear sound. Even though E is in front, it makes the air sound as well, such as in the word wear, like wearing your clothes. I also have bear, there's the animal. And I also have pear, there's the fruit. And I think those are all the EAR sounds that actually say air instead of ear. Those are going to end up in your oddball because they do not match the other two long vowel sounds where A is actually in the lead. Now there is one more word left, and I'm going to bring your attention to that word right now. It's the word where in the middle, like where are you? Now where is spelled E-R-E, and that is going to have to be an oddball as well. Now that is like where are you? The reason we're spelling it with an E-R-E here is because you'll notice that where, E-A-R, was already taken. So you'll notice this week, kiddos, that first of all, we have the air sound and we have the R sound made in a couple of different ways. If you need any help, please raise your hands. You will also notice this week that we have some homophones, so words that sound exactly the same but they're spelled differently and they mean something different. So you're going to want to pay attention to that when you do your sentences this week. And on the day that I'm giving the test, you're going to really have to listen to your sentences so you're spelling the word correctly that I am explaining in a sentence for you. If you're unsure of any of the homophones this week, please raise your hand and I can come and help you with that as well. Happy sorting!